Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon and today's day 28 of my stretch video challenge. In the last video I shared how I'd really enjoyed studying for a master's degree and how that had been exciting to learn again and be with other people who had a similar passion for the subject. So the next question was, what was I going to do with it all? Most of the people who were on the course were from large organisations, whether the NHS or in particular other large companies, and the course had a bit of a bias towards doing coaching and mentoring in an organisational context, and that's where I did my research as well, was to study the effects of mentoring in changing the culture and supporting people in the NHS. So the only way I could really see to be able to do that sort of work was to get an employed role, and thus I considered giving up my self-employment and going back into the big world of employment. So I applied for different jobs, but never seemed to be quite right, and just ended up being rejected, even though I could clearly tick a lot of the boxes. I think my confidence was still really low, and obviously I didn't have much practical experience of working in that context. Then I saw a role advertised to do coaching for leaders in the NHS, and I was thrilled to get through the selection process to go to an all-day assessment centre, and it had lots of different components, and one of them involved doing live coaching with someone where you're being observed by a sort of hidden camera. That felt really disconcerting to me, I must confess, and I thought it went okay, but the feedback I got afterwards was that my energy was so low it had sucked the energy out of the person I was coaching and mentoring. So that was a really gutting piece of feedback. I did okay in the other areas, but to me it seemed that my ME, chronic fatigue, was still the thing that was holding me back, and I really doubted that I would be able to do it in practice. I can't hide who I am and how I feel, how my energy is, so I'm really transparent, and obviously a sensitive person I was working with could see that as well, and it left me so gutted for ages. I really felt I had to give up, but gradually I got back my confidence. I realised, they were looking for perhaps really elite level coaches, such as my actual professor at university, and I realised perhaps it just wasn't the right time for me. So then my focus had to turn on how could I raise my energy even higher, because clearly that was going to be essential if I was going to work one-to-one with people and be able to give them the support that they needed. So that's where I'll end for today. Bye!